what's your best tip for other founders who's got like their normal business going? What's your advice for building both? Because you've got two brands going and they complement each other, but it seems like it's almost like two separate brands, definitely, but almost like two separate companies almost. Also, what's your best advice for doing both effectively without burning out?
I think it comes down to you can only do one thing at a time, and you've got to get your business, from my perspective, in a place where you can do it. But then at the same time, you lean into your strengths too. So if you are watching this and you naturally like talking, you naturally enjoy creating content, and it's fun for you, and that's something that you can integrate into your company right now. So as an example, I'm an angel investor in a very successful company. I'm not going to share the name. And I read an update just around how he's building his company, and he's just recently launched a media arm of the business. So it's a software company, traditionally not, a company that does much media or whatever. And now he's launched a media arm of the business, and it's doing exceptionally well. And what I'm finding in terms of trends in the marketplace, whether you label it personal branding or founder-led content, whatever you label it as, the companies that are growing really fast and are on the cutting edge, one tool or vehicle that they're using is this idea of content-led marketing, turning an arm of their company into a media property or component of their business. So like I've interviewed founders now, and they're building a marketing team, and they're mainly hiring content people because that's what it is.
Yeah.
So my advice to founders, wherever you're at, is try and find a way to have it's just still that single straight line. It's not two separate things. It's just a straight line that is just fully integrated, and that you can kind of interweave you and building your personal brand, tying it to your company goals, and interweaving the content and the things that you're putting out there that leads back to your company. So it's actually one in the same, but you have to feel ready to do it, and it has to be part of your strategy. If you just go, you know what, I've watched this, or I've been thinking about, I'm just going to start, you're probably going to stop. That's the key. The moment you stop is the moment you lose, because once you get on this train, if you want to actually build momentum, you can't get off the train. Like otherwise it's just a waste of time. Personally, but once you start, you have to keep going. And that's a scary thought to many. For me, I actually am comfortable with the fact that I'm going to be posting content for a very, very, very long time in my life now. I actually don't care. Like it's actually part of now who I am, what I do, right? And it's, there's certain people right now that they share that for free and they make no money from it, right? Like, what I mean? Like that's what social media is about. You're posting stuff for people that don't have a business. That's what they're doing, right? So that's how you got to think about it. And if it feels uncomfortable, that's okay. If it feels uncomfortable, you probably should do it. So, but you want to lean into your strengths. I can't stress that enough. So if it's not a strength, it's not something that comes naturally to you, then you look at it and go, okay, well, is it part of my strategy? Yes. Well, okay, then what can I do from a resourcing perspective to hold me accountable? That's the next step. If it doesn't come naturally to you, and it's not something that you feel like it's a strength of yours or you naturally lean into in your own personal life of posting content, posting stories, all that kind of stuff, then it's, well, what can I do from a resource allocation perspective? And how can I, if I start, I never stop.